Welcome to the channel Our Fascinating World. There are places on Earth that don't need words to move us. Just one look, and something inside us shifts. In this video, we invite you to slow down, to forget about time. We'll cross silent deserts, lakes with ancient waters, cliffs carved by the wind, and mountains that seem to dream while awake. Get ready for a journey that goes beyond what the eyes can see. An immersion in stories, shapes, colors, and sounds that make our world a constant spectacle. If something here touches your soul, leave a comment. If you love the beauty of the world as much as we do, subscribe to the channel and travel with us. Dead Vlei is an ancient riverbed hidden among the reddish dunes of the Namib Desert in the heart of Namibia. Over 600 years ago, the acacia trees that once thrived there died when the water flow was cut off by shifting dunes. And yet, their trunks still stand. Black, dry, almost fossilized by time and the extremely arid air. The ground, made of cracked white clay, contrasts with the towering orange sand walls and the deep blue sky. The silence is almost absolute, broken only by the soft sound of the wind sculpting new shapes in the dunes. Dead Vlei is a place where time feels suspended, a setting that defies the logic of life and death, of color and shadow. There, each element has something to say. The trunks speak of resilience. The sand reminds us of the power of movement, and the sky, infinite, shows that even in the most inhospitable desert, nature is capable of creating a masterpiece. Seljalandsfoss is one of Iceland's most enchanting waterfalls, not just because of its beauty, but because of its uniqueness. With a drop of about 197 feet, it plunges from an ancient cliff that thousands of years ago marked the island's coastline. Formed by glacial waters from the Eyjafjallajökull volcano, this waterfall offers visitors a rare experience. Walking behind its curtain of water and seeing the world from behind a liquid veil. At sunset, golden light passes through the suspended droplets, creating glowing halos that seem straight out of a dream. On clear nights, under the moonlight, it shimmers like molten silver. The path leading to it is lined with green moss and delicate flowers, forming a scene worthy of ancient tales. Seljalandsfoss is more than just a tourist destination. It's a sensory portal, a living reminder that falling water can be a force, but also lightness, dance, and poetry. Plitvice Lakes National Park, in the heart of Croatia, is one of the oldest and most beautiful natural parks in Europe. Its system of 16 interconnected lakes, joined by cascading waterfalls, forms a symphony of water in constant transformation. What makes Plitvice so special is the natural phenomenon of travertine, a type of limestone that continues to form through chemical reactions between the water and surrounding vegetation, shaping barriers and waterfalls. The color of the water changes depending on the weather, the season, and the mineral content, shifting between deep greens and crystal clear blues. Surrounding the lakes, dense forests are home to a rich variety of wildlife, including bears, wolves, and lynxes, as well as countless species of birds and fish. Wooden walkways guide visitors just inches from the water, allowing every detail to be closely observed. Plitvice is a place where science and contemplation walk hand in hand, revealing the beauty of processes that take thousands of years to unfold, yet can be appreciated in just minutes. Nestled within the Rocky Mountains, Lake Louise captivates with its surreal turquoise color. This striking hue comes from what's known as rock flour, ultra-fine glacial particles suspended in the water that reflect sunlight in a unique way. The lake is surrounded by dense coniferous forests and snow-capped peaks that stand like silent guardians of the landscape. Along the shoreline, trails wind through tall trees and wildflowers during the spring. Lake Louise is a sanctuary of peace, where the silence of the mountains and the serenity of the water come together to create one of the most breathtaking landscapes on Earth. The Dolomites, in northern Italy, are mountains that seem to have been carved by giant sculptors. Their sharp towers and deep valleys create one of the most dramatic alpine landscapes in Europe. These rock formations are made of dolomite, a light-colored limestone that reflects warm hues at sunrise and sunset. This phenomenon, known as enrosadira, paints the mountains in shades of pink and gold. Once the floor of a tropical sea, the Dolomites now reveal fossils of corals and marine creatures embedded in their rocks. Alpine trails wind through flower-filled meadows and quiet valleys, connecting villages where ancient traditions still thrive. Each peak is a living reminder of the power of time and the poetry of altitude. Victoria Falls, known as the Smoke That Thunders, is a natural spectacle of colossal proportions. With a width of over 1.1 miles and drops exceeding 328 feet, they create a permanent mist visible from dozens of kilometers away. This mist nourishes a lush rainforest around the falls, where tropical birds and small mammals thrive. During the full moon, a rare phenomenon occurs: the lunar rainbow. It's one of the few places where the raw power of water also reveals a magical delicacy. The falls mark the border between Zambia and Zimbabwe, but what they divide in geography, they unite in universal beauty. Lake Baikal, located in the frozen region of Siberia, is one of the greatest natural treasures on the planet. At over 25 million years old, it is considered the oldest lake on Earth. It is also the deepest, plunging to around 5,387 feet at its deepest point, and holds approximately 20% of all the world's liquid freshwater, more than any other lake on the planet. Its waters freeze into crystal-clear sheets of ice that resemble natural display windows. With unique patterns, deep cracks, and trapped air bubbles. The ice creaks and sings, releasing sounds that echo like natural symphonies beneath the feet of those brave enough to walk across it. In summer, Baikal transforms. Its translucent waters reveal a mysterious underwater world, while the surrounding mountains and forests reflect on its surface like a magical mirror. The lake's wildlife is equally unique. Among its more than 2,000 species, many are endemic, such as the Baikal seal, the only freshwater seal in the world. Lake Baikal is more than just a body of water. It's a living relic of Earth's history, a sanctuary of biodiversity, and an invitation to contemplative silence. Preikestolen, or Pulpit Rock, is one of Norway's most iconic rock formations. Rising an impressive 1,982 feet above the serene waters of the Lysefjord, its flat summit looks as if it were hand-carved, a natural altar facing the infinite. The hike to the top is a journey in itself, about 2.5 miles through stones, mirrored lakes, and tundra landscapes, where every turn reveals a new perspective of the Norwegian mountains. Upon reaching the summit, silence takes over. There are no railings, no barriers, only the abyss, the wind, and the vastness. It's impossible not to feel small in the face of that liquid and mineral immensity. The fjord stretches like a blue serpent between the gray cliffs, and the sky feels closer than ever. Preikestolen is not just a viewpoint. It's a place of deep contemplation. There, nature invites us to pause, breathe, and feel time on a different scale. It's a space where silence speaks loudly, where the raw beauty of the mountains meets the stillness of the soul. Located in the state of Utah, Bryce Canyon is not exactly a canyon, but a vast natural amphitheater carved by erosion. Its rock formations, known as hoodoos, are slender spires that rise like colorful sentinels. The freeze-thaw cycle over thousands of years has shaped these towers into almost surreal forms. At sunrise, they glow in warm tones ranging from red to gold. The night sky here is among the darkest in the country, revealing thousands of stars and the Milky Way with stunning clarity. Bryce Canyon is where the Earth seems to tell its stories in stone and light. The cliffs of Moher on Ireland's west coast are one of the most stunning landscapes of the North Atlantic. Rising over 656 feet and stretching for 5 miles along the ocean's edge, these natural walls seem to have been shaped by ancient gods, carved by the relentless power of wind and sea. The sound of waves crashing against the rocks echoes like an ancestral song, while the wind whispers invisible stories across the green fields and cloudy sky. On clear days, you can see the Aran Islands and the outline of Galway Bay. But when the fog rolls in, the cliffs take on a mystical aura, as if they're guarding Celtic secrets lost in time. Thousands of seabirds nest along the cliffs, including the charming puffin, a beloved symbol of Irish wildlife. The contrast between the deep blue of the sea and the vibrant green of the grass creates a palette that feels straight out of a painting. The cliffs of Moher are not just a geological wonder. They are a vertical poem where nature recites its grandeur in silence and vertigo. Peyto Lake, located in Banff National Park, has the distinct shape of a wolf's head. Its vibrant turquoise color comes from glacial particles suspended in the water that reflect sunlight. The view from Bow Summit Lookout is one of the most iconic in the Rocky Mountains. In autumn, the surrounding forests turn golden, creating a breathtaking contrast of colors. In winter, everything turns white and silent, and the lake freezes beneath a clear sky. Peyto is a symbol of the harmony between geology, climate, and natural beauty. Reynes Fiara is a beach that defies the conventions of paradise. Instead of golden sand, its shores are covered in black volcanic grains, creating a dramatic and almost otherworldly landscape. Located on Iceland's southern coast, this beach is surrounded by basalt columns that rise like the pipes of a petrified cathedral, sculpted by cooling lava thousands of years ago. On the horizon, the rocky sea stacks of Reynisdrangar rise from the ocean, which, according to Icelandic legend, are trolls turned to stone after being caught by the first light of dawn. The wind blows strong, carrying the salt and the thunderous sound of waves crashing with fury and majesty. Here, the North Atlantic reveals its wildest face. Seabirds like puffins soar above the cliffs, tracing delicate movements in the sky, a graceful contrast to the raw power of the landscape. The often gray sky deepens the mystery and beauty of the place. Reynisfjara is not just a beach. It's a meeting point between fire and ice, between myth and geology, where nature reveals its raw power in pure poetry. The Serengeti is one of the last great wild plains on the planet. A golden sea of savanna stretching as far as the eye can see. Located in northern Tanzania, this ecosystem is home to the largest land migration on Earth. Millions of wildebeest, zebras, and gazelles moving in eternal cycles in search of water and food. It is also home to lions, leopards, elephants, and many other species that coexist in a delicate natural balance. The Serengeti sky is vast and shifts in color throughout the day, from the purest blue to the fiery orange of sunset. More than a wildlife sanctuary, the Serengeti is an ancestral landscape, a place where the earth still beats to the rhythm of nature. It is a reminder of the strength, the beauty, and the harmony that exist when humans simply observe and respect. General Carrera Lake, shared by Chile and Argentina, is one of the largest and most spectacular lakes in South America. Its turquoise waters, shaped by Andean glaciers, hide one of the continent's most surreal gems, the marble caves. Carved over thousands of years by the action of waves, these caves form tunnels and chambers with polished marble walls in shades of gray, blue, and white. When sunlight reflects off the crystal clear waters, it creates a hypnotic visual spectacle, as if visitors were gliding through a liquid and mineral work of art. Located in a remote and pristine region, the lake offers a sanctuary of silence and wild beauty. The experience of exploring the marble caves by kayak or small boat is simply unforgettable, blending adventure, contemplation, and a deep connection with the Earth's most elemental forces. In the far north of Norway, the Lofoten Islands rise like a painting made of ice, sea, and light. Sharp mountains pierce the gray sky, reflecting in the calm waters of the fjords. Small fishing villages with red houses seem to emerge from the landscape itself, in harmony with the white snow and the deep green of the tundra. In summer, the sun never sets. In winter, it barely rises. And when night falls, the northern lights dance over the waters, creating a silent spectacle that seems to breathe with the sea. In Lofoten, everything is both extreme and serene. The wind carries stories from ancient times. Eagles circle the cliffs like invisible guardians, and those who pass through feel that the world still holds places where beauty is so intense, time falls silent just to watch. Throughout this journey, we crossed silent deserts, forests growing over water, and waterfalls revealing landscapes from new angles. Each place is a powerful reminder that our planet is not only livable, but profoundly inspiring. These landscapes, forged by millennia of nature's work, invite us to look more closely, with more respect and with greater wonder. If you felt this, share your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe to continue this journey with us, because the world still holds many mysteries, and there is no shortage of beauty for those who know how to see.